Sangat lama, tapi sayangnya pintu lift ini tidak dapat terbuka.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yep.
Stanley worked for a company in a
ada
big
balonnya
building
sekarang,
where
cuy.
he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple.
Simple.
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how
Okay.
long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-moving, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Oke.
Stanley was
happy. Yap, dan ending yang pertama yang
And then
bakal
one
gua
day,
cari adalah
something very
nanti
peculiar
sabar.
happened.
Oh,
Something
tadi gua.
that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he
Yep.
got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oke, kita sudah terbangun dan ya seperti biasa kita bakal mencari ending lainnya. Salah satunya ketika gua ke lorong yang ada di bawah, kita menggunakan Ember, teman-teman ya. Let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Embernya kenapa nggak ada ya
What could
sekarang?
it mean?
Oh, di sebelah, di
Stanley
sebelah.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nah, ini dia cuy. Kita ambil Ember ya, teman-teman.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yes. Kita bawa Ember ini dan kita menuju ke tempat yang sebelah kanan, teman-teman, kalau nggak salah ya.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Oh, nope.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Yap.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Nope. Saya nggak mau ke situ.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact.
Yep.
He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Let's go, my brain. Nah, di
No,
sini
stop.
ada
Look there
tulisan
on the wall.
no
You see,
bucket
there's a
ya.
sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
Aku nggak tahu ini
I
bucket
suppose
atau
that would
bukan.
explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it.
Okay.
This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
Oke.
Please, step in here for a moment.
Jadi karena ada tulisan begini, jadi dia ngira kita tuh nggak tahu ini bucket atau bukan gitu. Gue tahu ini bucket kok. Kita disuruh ke sini, kita ke ruang gelap, teman-teman. Tiba-tiba loading cuy. Apa yang bakal terjadi? What is this, my friend? Is this a bucket?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right?
Yep.
This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Yep.
Okay, let's begin.
Yes. Wow, super
Item
deal 2
one.
miliar.
Is this a bucket?
Dari menurut gua, teman-teman, dari grafik dan silauan cahayanya teman-teman, ini menunjukkan bahwa ini adalah sebuah bucket.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Hologram? What the heck? Ditipu kita cuy.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Oke, karena sebelumnya itu hologram dan kita lihat sepertinya bentuknya ini juga mirip seperti hologram, kita jawab ini adalah bukan bucket.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Yes, betul my friend. Kita lihat dia menunjukkan apa lagi ke kita cuy.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Ya, karena sebelumnya gue udah jawab ini adalah bukan bucket dan bukan bucket, otomatis dia bakal membuat kita untuk berharap bahwa ini bukan bucket. Nah, yang sebenarnya terjadi adalah ini adalah sebuah bucket.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Pakai otak teman-teman ya. Main kecerdasan coy. Let's go.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Ini traktor teman-teman ya. Gue udah tahu ini traktor gitu loh ya. Damn, dia bilang suruh gue bingung. Apakah ini bucket atau bukan? Dari beberapa penjelasan yang ada, bahwa kalau itu suatu yang benar dan itu yang salah, berarti kita jawab salah teman-teman. Berarti kalau ini bukan bucket, kita jawab ini adalah bucket.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Oke. Enggak. Oke, ini traktor
Is
lagi.
this a bucket?
Oke, langsung gue jawab ya. Tidak.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Narator. Ribut yuk.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Sebentar. Kalau item pertama adalah bucket, item kedua adalah bukan bucket. Item pertama adalah traktor, item kedua adalah bucket. Berarti item yang ketiga otomatis dia ngebalik yang ke awal, bahwa yang pertama itu adalah sebuah non bucket. Berarti kita balik bahwa ini adalah sebuah bucket.
Trick question.
Damn.
Both. Gotcha.
Gila. Salah dong. Jawabannya keduanya cuy.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here somewhere.
Mana barangnya? Wah, tadi bilangnya Ember yang terakhir kali kita lihat itu adalah benda yang benar dan juga salah. Berarti bahwa ini adalah jawabannya antara bukan dan benar. Berarti kalau kita mengambil kesimpulan daripada sebelumnya bahwa ini adalah bukan bucket.
Yes, thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket.
Yep.
We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket.
Yep.
Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless, is that what you think?
Everything
Answer
is
me
a
straight,
bucket.
Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Apakah semua hal yang ada di tempat ini adalah bucket? Jawaban gua adalah iya. Lu gak bakal
You
bisa
know
bikin
what?
gua salah.
I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence.
Yep,
But
sekarang
now
gua gak
I'm
bisa.
somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Apakah kau adalah
Stanley,
sebuah
I
bucket?
can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to
Karena
begin
kita
with.
sudah menjawab semua
I'm afraid
adalah
the bucket
bucket.
is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Kita sudah menyatakan bahwa semuanya adalah
What happened?
bucket.
Is everything gone? Why
Yep.
did everything disappear? Wait, Was everything a bucket?
Yes.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket?
Yep.
Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
You bucket.
And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket
I'm
either.
the bucket. I'm the
This is
bucket.
wonderful news. We're not buckets.
Bucket.
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue. But
Yep.
it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what. I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person.
Oke.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Kita di restart ke awal. Dan gue bingung, gue mau nyari ending apa lagi nih. Bucket sudah. Kira-kira jalan yang belum kita tempuh sama sekali adalah apa,
All of
teman-teman?
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Apakah ada sesuatu
decided
yang
to go
menarik
to the
sini?
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Figure finding committed meeting today in the meeting room. Oke. Apakah gue perlu membawa Ember ini ke tempatnya? Meeting room.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Ini sudah tidak ada new container, teman-teman. Berarti sudah tertutup ya. Oke. It's
Stanley
interesting.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Oke, kita ambil pintu sebelah kiri. Kita ikutin narator ya, teman-teman ya. Terus kita bakal menuju ke tempat meeting room, teman-teman. Wow, tampilan yang berbeda, teman-teman. Mission state you. A large room lot of boxes. Staring something to do with stairs. Nearby fireplace. Private but smelly place for an important person. Is this some kind of game? Oke. Lol, look like Oke, kita bakal mencari ini juga sih, guys. There will be a reward for finding them all. Itu bohong. Who are you? Kita belum menemukan seluruh kesatuan bendanya si Stanley, teman-teman ya. Gue nemu 2, cuman gue bingung cara dapetnya di mana. Jadi kita coba kali ini, guys ya. Warehouse access plan. Produce a plan to allow use of access space fence. Fence? Oh, itu udah kalau fence udah kan. Construct the bridge to allow collection of the shiny float. Shiny float maybe. Oh, ini ada juga nih cuy. Tanpa membawa ember, kita ketika pilihan red blue. Oh, ini tempatnya si itunya cuy, senjatanya. Oke. Fireplace. Oh, ini tempat latar tempat di mana boneka Stanley berada cuy. Kita sudah ambil yang sebelah kanan. Kita udah ambil yang sebelumnya kalau nggak salah. Dan ini ada di mana itu ya? Wait, what? We need more planks. Trust the completion instinct. Why you wouldn't they just tell us something will happen in this investigation, this room? They feel pointless. Wait, what? Artis tuh selalu dikasih gambar ini loh. Kenapa gitu loh, teman-teman? Thinking our way to find red room. Apakah mau ada di red room? Kita kan ada pilihan red room dan juga blue. Oke, kita tonton dulu cuy ya, sebentar cuy. Gue jadi penasaran nih teman-teman. Maybe we are celebratables. How we can find them. Oke, kita lihat teman-teman bagaimana caranya kita bisa mencari semua boneka tersebut cuy. Small floating object we have appeared to wake up with there are so many questions. There was a memo on the firm management. Okay. Agenda. How you can tell who spotted one? Apa kita bakal menemukan semuanya teman-teman? Oh, di kamar mandi. Kamar mandi yang itu. Oke. Kita berarti ke kamar mandi teman-teman. Kamar mandinya si bos ya. Close room. Apakah ada bonekanya? Please ada.
Oh, Stanley,
Uh-huh.
can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
Nope.
I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket.
Yep.
I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
Yep.
You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends.
Ngebahas sebuah sapu,
That your
ya.
relationship is purely superficial and convenient. That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner. Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Let him have it? No, I will not, teman-teman. I will break this bucket. Not for you.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yap. Tada, kita bisa ke kamar mandi. Nah,
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This,
Dapat 3
there really
per
must be
6,
a
teman-teman.
snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley
3 lagi berarti ya.
What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Alarm gue bunyi, teman-teman. Sorry ya. Oke. Because the boss know that what the boss say goes if the boss suffer, lose that what the boss choose. Aha. Apa gimana gue bisa menemukan 3 benda patung tersebut lagi, teman-teman? Menarik. Di mana aku bisa menemukan benda tersebut, teman-teman? Oh, wait. Itu tertutup. Gua nggak bisa kemana-mana lagi. Bisa ke sini? Oke, gue bisa ke sini, teman-teman. Ini ruangan apa? Saya belum pernah ke sini. Selamat tinggal. Sampai jumpa. Kita menikmati sejenak, teman-teman. Lagunya Live Stanley, teman-teman ya.
1 hour later.
Nggak kelar-kelar, gua sudah menunggu sangat lama. Tapi sayangnya pintu lift ini tidak dapat terbuka. Kira-kira apa gerangan yang menyebabkan pintu tidak terbuka? Apakah saya salah Nyanyi di dalam lift, teman-teman. Dan kita kembali ke tempat yang sama, bro. Nyanyi lu Dexstomper lu. Coba, apakah masih situasi yang sama? Oke. Oh, masih sama cuy, nggak ada perubahan ya. No, cuman memutar lagu dan gue menunggu lama gitu. Kelakuan. Oke, the fireplace. Tadi kita mengingatkan fireplace untuk melihat yang sebelah sini cuy.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Yep.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
Oke.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
Inseparable.
At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Oke.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
2845.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Sheer
Was
luck.
it that the bucket knew all along?
Yes.
Was the bucket guiding him?
Yes.
Yes. This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Wow, apakah ini tempat yang berbeda, teman-teman? Let's see how this works. Banyak jangkrik di sini. Dan kalian yang nggak tahu ini apa, ini genset yang ada di game Left 4 Dead kedua atau 1, teman-teman ya. Mirip betul cuy. Yang kalian dikejar-kejar tanker ya, dan si Billy mati. Ya ini nih, mirip cuy. Referensi gamenya banyak di game satu ini cuy. Ini dia. Ambil.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines.
Yes.
And now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
Yes.
What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that
Gua-
you
gua
get
belum
from
nemu
seeing a
namanya.
small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Yap. Kita kurang 2 buah patung lagi, teman-teman. Kira-kira di mana sih kita bisa mendapatkan patung tersebut? Jawaban yang menarik, teman-teman.